None of us, regardless of our age, wants to be fed or wants to be dressed or wants to be toileted by strangers. You know, independence is so important for us all. My name is Anne Kelly. I'm a registered nurse by trade, and I've been an aged care Montessorian for about 12 years. I stumbled across Montessori methods for aging and dementia by accident. Since then, my life totally has changed. It's changed because all of a sudden I had a mission to make people aware that there was a different way to care for our elders and a different way to offer support and that would maintain their independence, their dignity, their self-esteem. One of the best things and the easiest things to change and get responses from is the use of name badges. Then all of a sudden they see that the residents and the people living with dementia are able to talk to each other by name. A strength that people living with dementia have is their procedural memory. That is their skills, their habits, classical conditioning and repetition priming. The more somebody does something, the better they get, even though they have a memory problem. So think about it. You've got somebody with advanced dementia who cannot remember having done anything ever before, but every time they do it, they are better at it than the time before. That is one of the weird phenomena about our brain. For example, somebody losing the ability to feed themselves. Can you imagine what it's like to have somebody having to feed you? You know, in traditional aged care, we would write in the progress notes, "Oh, Jack is losing the ability to feed himself, we better start feeding him," to save the mess and the time. Montessori world, we say, Jack is losing the ability to feed himself. We need to put in activities that will maintain that skill for as long as possible. I always look at people as having the ability to learn. You know, one of the things that we very easily do with people living with dementia is we give up on teaching them anything. And so we have aged care communities around the world who have people full of behaviours such as repetitive questioning. I can't find my room. Where's my room? When's my husband coming? We'd say, okay, how do we teach somebody where their room is? How do we teach somebody when their husband is going to come? So it's a different focus. It's a focus on enablement and it's a focus on strengths. You know, in my world, if somebody's got a nice smile, that's a strength. How can I use that strength to give them meaning, to give them a role, to make them feel that they matter? Somebody with a nice smile and can shake hands can greet everybody into the dining room twice a day for lunch and dinner. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you. Imagine, again, being a person living with dementia who every day is greeted into the dining room. We have a gentleman who lives with very advanced dementia, but he was a French teacher. He now runs French lessons for staff and for the other residents there who wish to learn French. So we need to create an environment that invites exploration, that invites colour, that invites interest. You know, the world is full of absolutely amazing things to see, to touch, to smell, to taste. We've got to stimulate all the senses. Animals, gardens, flowers, intergenerational programs, linking the young with the old. So many elderly people, for example, have grandchildren. How often do their grandchildren visit? Very rarely. Why? Because they come into a care community, don't go there, don't run there, don't touch that. So in a Montessori environment, we put playgrounds into the outdoor areas and we put seating. And the old people can go out with their grandchildren. This is how you create a community. This is how you keep people in touch with the people they love. In a Montessori world, we set people up for success, not for failure. And we do whatever is required for them to be successful at what they do.